The House will come to order. The pledge today will be led by Wyatt McGregor, Spencer Graff, Trenton Graff, and Jack Rutherford, Boy Scout Troop Number 130, Golden, Colorado.
Please join with us in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Mr. Kohler, please call the roll.
Representatives Arndt. Becker J. Becker K. Representative Casey Becker. Brown. Buck. Buckner. Carver. Conti. Corum. Court. Representative Court.
Representative Court excused.
Danielson. Del Grosso. Dorr excused. Duran. Esgar. Everett.
Okay, Representative Everett excused.
Everett excused. Fields. Foote. Garnett. Janal. Hamner. Humphrey. Joshi. Kagan. Klingenschmidt. Representative Court is present. Kraft-Tharp. Landgraf. Lawrence. Lebsock. Lee. Leonard. Lontine. Lundeen. McCann. Melton. Mitch Bush. Moreno. Navarro. Neville. Nordberg. Pabon. Pedersen. Primavera. Priola. Rankin. Ransom. Rosenthal. Rupe. Ryden. Sane. Salazar. Sias. Singer. Thurlow. Tyler. Van Winkle. Vigil. Willett. Williams. Wilson. Windholz. Winter. Wist. Young. Madam Speaker.
With 63 present, 2 excused, a quorum is present. Representative Leonard.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I move that the reading of the journal for Tuesday, February 23rd, be dispensed with and that it be approved as corrected by the Chief Clerk.
You have heard the motion that the journal be adopted as corrected by the Chief Clerk. All in favor say aye. Aye. All opposed say no. Motion carries. Members, we are now going to start announcements and introductions. Please take your seats, keep your side conversations outside, and we will proceed with announcements and introductions. Representative Wilson.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Good morning, colleagues. On your desk, you should have a color coordinated for right or left side of the aisle, pins from the Colorado High School Activities Association, as well as notepads. Colorado High School Activities Association actually, through its activities, serves over 54% of your students that are in high school. So those are compliments of CHSAA. Thank you.
Representative Williams.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Members, tomorrow is Property and PNC Insurance Day at the Capitol. It'll start tomorrow at 8 a.m. in the old Supreme Court chambers. I want to encourage you to meet with your constituents and welcome them to the State House. These are small business owners that provide your homeowners, your car, and your life insurance, and it will be great for you to interface with the property insurance agents in the state of Colorado. Thank you, Madam Speaker.
Representative Primavera and Representative... Proceed. Please proceed.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Good morning, everybody. On your desks, also next to probably what Representative Wilson said was on your desk, is a flyer about the Colorado Cancer Caucus. And we will be meeting tomorrow, February 25th, from 12 to 1:30 in the Legislative Services Building, LSBB. And the topic that we will discuss is metastatic cancer. Matt Ellefson, the founder and CEO of Survive It, will talk. And then also we will have a presentation by the director of the Biomedical Sciences program at the University of Colorado School of Medicine. And we will also have Deb Judy from Colorado Chronic Care Collaborative talk about the network adequacy.
Representative Sias.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. And members, this has been a terrific caucus. We have had an opportunity to discuss a number of subjects of interest, including Colorado's cancer burden, the history of legislative policy actions that we've taken previously to address cancer. We've had a great presentation from the University of Colorado Cancer Center, which is Colorado's only comprehensive cancer center. We've also had presentation from Colorado State University's Flint Animal Cancer Center, presentations on clinical trials and biomedical cancer research in Colorado and on liver cancer. I expect today's presentation to be terrific as well, and lunch will be provided, so hope to see you there.
May we have some order and quiet in the chamber, please, so you can hear announcements and introductions. Representative Landgraf.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I was going to threaten to sing if they didn't start listening, so you saved them from that torture. It is my great pleasure to introduce the people from Colorado Springs over on the side, and since I can't name names, the former person who was the Attorney General, whose initials start with a J and an S, is over here. Oh, I can announce him? All right, Attorney General and now Mayor John Suthers, the members of the... I thought you had to be a representative. Huh? Oh, okay. The Colorado Springs City Council, Police Chief, Fire Chief, and I think some staff members. So please welcome them. Thank you.
Welcome, Attorney General, former Attorney General Suthers and Mayor and all of good friends from Colorado Springs. And there's a $2 fine in there somewhere, Representative Landgraf. Representative Lee.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. And I'll go the next step. Thank Representative Landgraf for introducing the officials. But we also have elected officials from Colorado Springs, along with Mayor Suthers, council members Jill Gabler, Bill Murray, Andy Pico, Tom Strand, Don Knight, and Larry Bagley, all elected city council members from Colorado Springs. Thank you very much.
That's not a fine, Representative. Representative Kagan.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Members of the House Judiciary Committee and ships at sea and everybody interested in civil actions for intrusion with electronic devices, please listen up. That bill will not be heard tomorrow at 1:30 p.m. in the Judiciary Committee. That's House Bill 1213. It will not be heard tomorrow in the House Judiciary Committee. At the sponsor's request, we are deferring it to a date to be determined. House Bill 1213 postponed.
So Representative Danielson and Representative Sias again, and if you'll give me another minute, I'm going to have to get this rowdy crowd in order again. You want me to hit 3 times? How about once? Okay. A little order and quiet, please. Thank you. Please proceed. And don't start talking the minute I recognize someone. Please. Representative Danielson. Or Representative Sias, whoever wants to go first.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Members, please join Representative Danielson and myself in welcoming Scout Troop 130 from Golden, Colorado here today. And their leaders include my good friend and former Navy pilot, Rob McGregor. Good to have you all here today.
Welcome, and that's a $2 fine, Representative Sias. Representative Danielson.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. And I just wanted to thank Representative Sias for bringing in the school group from Golden High School, Bell Middle, Fairmount, and others, which are all in HD 24, my district. Welcome to the House, and thank you, Troop 130, for being here today and for all of your hard work, your service to your community, and stewardship of the land. Thank you.
Representative Foote.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Members, I just want to announce we have a visit from representatives from Grassroots St. Vrain organization. They are an excellent group that are connected with the St. Vrain Valley School District. They are generally parents that go around and talk about the schools. They educate other members of the community about the work the schools are doing. And I'm really happy that they're here to take part on the floor. So please welcome them.
Welcome, St. Vrain Grassroots, and it's a $2 fine, Representative Foote. Representative Singer, you want to add to that a little bit?
Well, actually, thank you, Madam Speaker. I was hoping to cut the fine in half because one of those members is also our District F school board member, Paula Piers. Please welcome her to the chambers. Thank you for representing District F and adding there's no fun without District F. Thank you again for taking the time to be here from our St. Vrain Valley School Board.
No fine, Representative Singer, but close. Representative Primavera.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. And I've just been informed that we have a school group visiting today, too, from Aspect Foundation. I believe they're up in the gallery, and their teacher, Susan Erker. So if you could help me welcome them, that would be great.
Representative Sane and, Representative Neville.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I just want to welcome the members of Soaring Hawk Elementary if they're here. Give them a round of applause.
Representative Sane.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Members, I got an opportunity to help some of the folks that protect us here at the Capitol. Our Colorado State Patrol are integral to the health, safety, welfare of our citizens and legislative body at the Capitol. And 2 members of our State Patrol have wives battling cancer, one including leukemia. And blood transfusions are needed. So what I'm trying to do is we're trying to get a blood drive started here at the Capitol. If you would like to sign up for that, we need about 20 people in the queue for the Bonfils bus to come here for that blood drive. So if you would like to sign up for that to help out our troopers, this sign-up sheet will be at my desk. Thank you.
Are there further announcements and introductions? Seeing none, the next order of business is general orders, second reading of bills. Representative Winter.
Madam Speaker, I move the House now resolve itself into the committee of the whole for consideration of general orders.
You have heard the motion. If there are no objections, Representative Winter will take the chair.
will come to order. With your unanimous consent, the bills will be read by title unless there is a request for reading a bill at length. Committee amendments will not be read unless requested, as they are printed and in your bill folders. Floor amendments will be shown on the screen and on your iPads and not read unless requested. Bills will be laid over upon motion of the majority leader. The coat rule is relaxed. Mr. Kohler, please read the title of House Bill 1054.
House Bill 1054 by Representatives Court and Janal, also Senator Merrifield, concerning end-of-life options for individuals with a terminal illness.
Madam Majority Leader.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Upon the request of the sponsors, I move to lay over House Bill 1054 until June 1st.
Are there any objections? Seeing none, the bill will be laid over as requested. Okay. Seeing discussion, Representative Janal.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I brought this bill forward for many people who asked me for this option to end their suffering. Dr. Charlie Hatchett was one of my motivations. He was a primary care doctor in Fort Collins, dying of ALS, and wanted to make a video before he died for the chance to tell our committee that people should have a choice of how to end their lives when terminally ill. It took every ounce of his energy to do a 3-minute video. His determination and his wife's strength through the taping made me cry and realize the importance of this issue to so many people. I understood why he wanted this choice. Dr. Hatchett died 3 weeks later, just days before the bill was to come to committee in 2015. I lost my brother to a rare blood cancer last year. My active, athletic brother who's taught me how to climb mountains, how to ski, how to trek and backpack. His liver and spleen were so enlarged he couldn't sit or move without pain. He called me as the EMTs were taking him to the hospital, his last trip. And he said to me, he loved me and how proud he was of me. And I knew this was the end because my family doesn't say that very often. I spent his last 2 days with him in the hospital. He was in palliative care, deep sedation, but not out of pain. He winced in pain even when nurses gently repositioned him in the hospital bed. He opened his eyes just once for 5 seconds, recognized me and said hi, and never opened his eyes again. I proudly sponsor this bill because I believe in taking government out of personal choice. Me and the majority of Colorado voters want every option, God forbid, we ever have to face a terminal illness. Terminal illness does not discriminate. It doesn't matter if you're Democrat or Republican, if you're male or female, if you're young or if you're old. But some of us have faced this alongside our loved ones who have passed. Some of us are facing it now, trying to bring peace to parents and to siblings who are suffering. And Colorado allows for palliative sedation. In the Supreme Court case of Vaco versus Quill, Justice Ginsburg asked the question, and I quote, "May I ask you then to train your attention on what has been described as the worst case? It's been called barbiturate coma. You render a person unconscious, you withdraw nutrition and water, and it goes on for days and days. And the person finally shrivels up and dies. And that, we're told, is permissible and goes on in hospitals in New York. How is that rationally distinguishable from a pill that will work? Unquote. I ask all of you that same question. We permit people to die over days or weeks, but we won't permit them to self-administer a medication that will allow them to die within hours? I want to provide a different option. I want to empower people to decide how best to manage their life without being criminalized for making this very hard decision. My focus beginning today will be to do everything possible so there is no misconception among my colleagues, to make sure that every voice who supports this is heard. And I ask you, my colleagues, all of you, to listen to me, to listen to your constituents who want every freedom available to them at the end of their death, the time of their death. To those who testified, to those who are actively dying, and those who are not, I'm sorry that we could not help you. I'm sorry that our state legislature has failed you. We will continue to educate and to build support in your honor and in the honor of those who testified last year and those who are no longer with us. Thank you so much for your attention.
Representative Court.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I am profoundly disappointed that we have gotten to this point. And I am profoundly disappointed in you, colleagues, because you have disappointed 65% of your constituents. 65% of Coloradans want this. This is a deeply personal decision. And we are denying 65% of Coloradans who want it the opportunity to make this decision. The choice we made today was to give you the relief from having to have this conversation because we know many of you have deeply held convictions that make you uncomfortable with this bill. So we are doing you this favor to not have this debate. But make no mistake, the voice of the people of this state will be heard. You will hear from your constituents one way or another. And this disappointment that Representative Jonell and I have for all those people who want this decision to be theirs, their personal choice at the end of their life to make this deeply, deeply personal decision without anyone else's interference, government or anyone else. Nobody wants to be in the position of having to make this decision, but there are those who know they are there or will be there, and they want this right. So you are not going to have this debate today, but we are profoundly disappointed that we have gotten to this point, and really make no mistake, Representative Jonell and I are committed to continuing this fight for all those people who want this choice, who know it should be their right. Thank you.
The motion before us is to lay over House Bill 1054 until June 1st, 2016. Are there any objections? Seeing none, House Bill 1054 will be laid over as requested by the Majority Leader. Mr. Kohler, please read the title of House Bill 1192.
House Bill 1192 by Representative Kagan, also Senator Stedman, concerning a non-substantive recodification of the Sunset Review provisions.
Representative Kagan.
Madam Chair, I move House Bill 1192 and the Judiciary Committee report.
Thank you. To the Judiciary Committee report.
The Judiciary Committee report simply put in a date that was absent from the bill because we didn't yet have a bill number. Now we do, and we've put it in the report. I urge an aye vote.
Is there any further discussion on the Judiciary Committee report? Seeing none, the question before us is the adoption of the Judiciary Committee report. All those in favor say aye. Opposed say no. The Judiciary Committee report passes. Representative Kagan, to the bill.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Members, this is a superb piece of work by the Office of Legislative Legal Services. It doesn't change the substance of the law, but it does tidy up the law books. It eliminates 4 pages of unnecessary notes. It eliminates lots of repealed provisions. It creates a self-repealing provision for those that are going to repeal anyway, and it is a cleanup of the Colorado Revised Statutes, which is the result of a tremendous amount of work, non-substantive, but very important because it really does make the statutes more readable, more usable, and I urge an aye vote.
Is there any further discussion? Seeing none, the question before us is the passage of House Bill 1192. All those in favor say aye. All those opposed, no. House Bill 1192 passes.
Thank you, members.
Madam Majority Leader.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I move to lay over Senate Bill 31 until tomorrow, Thursday, February 25th.
Are there any objections? Seeing none, Senate Bill 31 will be laid over as requested by the Majority Leader. Mr. Kohler, please read the title of House Bill 1188.
House Bill 1188 by Representative Rosenthal concerning requirements for the provision of additional public information by a separate legal entity established by contract by a combination of political subdivisions of the state.
Representative Rosenthal.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I move House Bill 1188.
To the bill.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Members, so this is a very simple cleanup bill. Last year, we passed a bill, and it was signed into law by the governor, basically stating that local entities can work together and sign an IGA, an intergovernmental authority agreement, in order to work together on projects. So what this bill does, it was requested by DOLA to say, look, we need to make sure that we comply with our sunshine laws and that we publish those agreements so that other folks can see that what's in those agreements. So that's basically the long and the short of it. And it was unanimous at a local government.
Is there any further discussion? Seeing none, the question before us. Oh, Representative Klingenschmidt.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I urge a yes vote on this bill. This was unanimous out of committee. It increases transparency in government. And Representative Rosenthal may be pleased to know this was scored support by Principles of Liberty. Thank you.
Is there any further discussion? Seeing none, the question before us is the passage of House Bill 1188. All those in favor say aye. Those opposed, no. House Bill 1188 passes. Mr. Kohler, please read the title of Madam Majority Leader.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I move to lay over House Bill 1005 until February 29th.
Are there any objections? Seeing none, House Bill 1005 will be laid over as requested by the Majority Leader. Mr. Kohler, please read the title of House Bill 1170.
House Bill 1170 by Representatives Vigil and Quorum, also Senators Sonnenberg and Garcia, concerning the continuation and division of racing events in the Department of Revenue in connection with implementing Recommendation 1 of the 2015 Senate Report of the Department of Regulatory Agencies.
Excellent. Representative Vigil.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I move House Bill 1170, and there is no committee report.
Thank you. To the bill. Representative Quorum.
Thank you, Madam Chair. As you all in the Ag Committee know, we had a sunset review, and this is what came out of the testimony that we had, and it's a good bill. Vote yes. It basically keeps it just another 7 years, as is, where is. Ask for a yes vote.
Representative Vigil.
Thank you, Madam Chair. And as Representative Quorum indicated, it just moves it forward to the 7 years. This is really good for the racing industry and all the supported industries that go along with it. So please vote yes.
Thank you. Is there any further discussion? Seeing none, the question before us is the passage of House Bill 1170. All those in favor say aye. Aye. All those opposed, no. House Bill 1170 passes. Mr. Kohler, please read the title of House Bill 1193.
House Bill 1193, Representative Hamner, also Senator Lambert, concerning granting electronic access to court information to attorneys under contract with the Office of the Respondent Parents Council.
Representative Hamner.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I move House Bill 1193.
To the bill.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Colleagues, this is a bill that amends, a joint budget committee bill, I should say, that amends current statute to allow counsel representing the Office of the Respondent Parents Council access to electronic records. And when the new office was created, this language wasn't adjusted to make sure counsel can have access to this information that they need in representing their clients. So I ask for a yes vote.
Is there any further discussion? Seeing none, the question before us is the adoption of House Bill 1193. All those in favor say aye. Aye. All those opposed, no. House Bill 1193 passes. Madam Majority Leader.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I move the committee rise and report.
You have heard the motion. Seeing no objection, the committee will rise and report.
The House will come back to order. Representative Winter. Yes. Mr. Kohler, please read the report of the Committee of the Whole.
Madam Speaker, Committee of the Whole begs leave to report is under consideration the following attached bills being second reading. None of them makes the following recommendations thereon. House Bills 1170, 1188, 1192, amended 1193, passed on second reading in order gross placed on the calendar for third and final passage. Senate Bill 31 laid over until February 25th, retaining its place on the calendar. House Bill 1005 laid over until February 29th, retaining its place on the calendar. House Bill 1054 laid over until June 1st.
Representative Winter.
Madam Speaker, I move the House adopt the report of the Committee of the Whole.
You have heard the motion, and there are no amendments. The question before the House is the adoption of the report of the Committee of the Whole. Mr. Kohler, please open the machine and members proceed to vote. Representatives Arndt, Del Grosso, and Sias.
He was talking to the Boy Scout people up there, but I don't know if he's still up there. Madam Speaker, he was talking to some Boy Scouts upstairs.
Representative Sias excused. Close the machine. With 61 ayes, 2 noes, and 2 excused, the report of the Committee of the Whole is adopted. The next order of business is consideration of Senate amendments to House bills. Mr. Kohler, please read the title of House Bill 1240.
House Bill 1240 by Representative Hamner, also Senator Lambert, concerning a supplemental appropriation to the Department of Healthcare Policy and Financing.
Representative Hamner.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I move that the House concur in Senate amendments to House Bill 1240.
Please proceed, Representative Hamner.
Well, I don't know if you were going to gavel them down, Madam Speaker. I heard a turkey and I heard hissing. I'm not sure where that was coming from. But colleagues, this is the supplemental bill that was part of the package for health care policy and financing. And JBC staff alerted the Senate in time to make this amendment. It's a technical amendment that makes sure that we have the right fund source for the customer outreach program, and also that we clarified that one FTE had been inadvertently omitted from the appropriation for the cross-system response pilot program. So I ask for your support of this technical amendment.
Is there further discussion on concurrence on House Bill 1240? Seeing none, Mr. Kohler, please open the machine and members proceed to vote. Close the machine. With 59 ayes, 5 noes, 58 ayes, 5 noes, and 2 excused, House Bill 1240 is concurred with Senate amendments. Madam Majority Leader.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I move for the repassage of House Bill 1240 as amended.
The question is the passage of House Bill 1240 as amended. Any discussion? Seeing none, Mr. Kohler, please open the machine and members proceed to vote. Close the machine. With 37 ayes, 26 noes, and 2 excused, House Bill 1240 is repassed as amended. Co-sponsors. Close the machine. The next order of business is announcements and introductions. Representative Fields. Oh, well, Representative Priola, you got there first. Go right ahead.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I've been asked to make an announcement by Metropolitan State University. They are helping Colorado provide workforce-ready health professionals to meet the needs of Colorado's fastest-growing economic sector. While Colorado has experienced substantial growth in its population, a sizable portion of its citizens are aging. That's led to a 33% growth in healthcare jobs and a 38% increase in healthcare support positions forecasted for 2024. Over the next 10 years, more than 42,000 new healthcare practitioners and 26,000 in healthcare support will be needed. And it's a big driver for our economy. So please join Dr. Stephen Jordan, President of Metropolitan State University, students and faculty to learn more about this at noon today in HCRO 111.
And thank you, Representative Primavera. I apologize for misnaming you, and that's a $2 fine to the speaker. Representative Fields and Representative Lawrence.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Members, I just want to remind all of you that today is the Crime Victims' Rights Caucus, and we're meeting in room 109 today at noon.
Please proceed, Representative Fields.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. And lunch will be provided, and we have a very important topic to discuss, so I hope to see you there. Thank you.
Representative Vigil.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Ag members, Livestock Natural Resources Committee, House Bill 1255 will be moved to Monday. We thought we were going to have a long morning and discussion here, and so we moved it to Monday. So we'll only be hearing House Bill 1226 in room 107 upon adjournment. So I will see you down there shortly after adjournment.
Representative Art and Representative Young. Oh, it must be a senior morning here. Representative Lee and Representative Arndt.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I know that Representative Lee and I will incur a fine for this, so we brought our money down with us. But we have two students from Colorado College today shadowing. One of them shadowing Ed Bowditch, and one of them shadowing myself, and his name is Emilio Nunez Garcia, and we want to welcome these interested students to our Capitol.
And just like to add my welcome to students from Colorado College who come join us at the Capitol. So welcome.
So Representatives Lee and Representatives Arndt, it is not fine to introduce student groups, and I would consider that a student group. And so you don't have to pay your $2 fine, but you can contribute it anyway for the next one if you want.
Madam Speaker, I'd like to pay your fine. From
oh no, you don't.
today.
No. We're not going to go there either. But thank you very much for the consideration. Who's next? Representative Ryden.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Members of the State Veterans and Military Affairs Committee, we will be in LSB-A today. We have two bills up, House Bill 1138 with Representative Brown and House Bill 1181 with Representative Buck. We will see you soon.
Representative Pedersen.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Education Committee will be meeting at 10:15 in the basement.
Are there further announcements and introductions? Seeing none, Mr. Assistant Majority Leader.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I move the House stand in recess until later today at 1:30.
The motion is to stand in recess until later today at 1:30. Seeing no objection, so ordered, we're in recess.